Father, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, we thank you, Lord Father, that you have been with us the entire day to this evening. Father, we know that you love us, and that's why we are here. You have a purpose for our lives, and we are sitting in this place, oh Lord Father, because we want to share different ideas, oh Lord Father, that will benefit our lives, oh Lord Father. You are so much concerned of our spiritual lives, but we also know that you are also concerned of our physical life. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, we just dedicate this whole entire program, oh Lord Father, into your hands. Father, because we know without you, there is nothing that we can do. Be with us, let your spirit lead in each and everything that is going to happen in this place. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, we have prayed. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is David Nyirenda, and I'll be your host for tonight. So today, welcome again. I see a rat. So, we're here because of the Founders Network. So this Founders Network was launched in 2021. We had an event in Lilongwe, which was a success, and we saw startups in Malawi from different areas of Malawi joining, and we thought it was a good thing, and we needed to reach out to more people. That's why we thought of coming here to Mzuzu, and it's great to see all of you here today. It's great to see startups, and I can't mention everyone, but I guess the best way is for me to walk around and maybe feel relaxed, and I can give the mic to everyone to introduce themselves. So you tell me your name, and then you tell us your name, and you tell us where you're from and what you do. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm Terina Puewa. I work with agriculture. I'm the Deputy Director of Agriculture, Environment and Natural Resources, and I'm Bureau Council. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Doreen Dalisokayoyo. I'm representing Discom Communications tonight. Thank you.
Appreciating the importance of this meeting, we also understand that we are here happy because our minds are clear. I'm Lucy Yeka, trying to help whoever has a need in terms of psycho state, mental health. So we have a film called LCD, Liquid Crystal Display. In other words, a psychosocial counseling film. Yeah, we know for businesses to run, we must be okay. Yeah, so I'm a partner in development.
Thank you so much. My name is Daniel Nyirenda, and I'm here representing Growth Development Consultancy. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Blake Jari. I'm representing Nation Publications Limited, and I'm covering the event. Thank you very much.
My name is Joyce Nyirenda. I'm representing Jadada Investment. I'm a farmer.
Hello, my name is Angela Saidi. I work with Zodiac.
My name is Angela Mkandawiri. I also work with Zodiac.
Good evening. My name is Litness Jaima. I work with Mzuzu Entrepreneurs Hub. Thank you.
Zodiac should tell us something about the name Angela.
Good evening. My name is Louis Mancholo, and I'm representing Covenant Kingdom Management Organization.
I'm Lumban Stinga, I'm also from Covenant Kingdom Organization.
Good evening, I'm Dennis Chitowe. I'm representing Zuzu Daily Limited.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mrs. Salimu. I'm the director for Little Eagles Kindergarten, Omanso Difa Miami Peak. Timagulitsa mipiga ya Malawi. Siko.
Good evening once again. My name is Mjesa Nyirenda, and I'm standing in for Pastor Mika Saga from Open Heavens.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chikumbuso Nyirenda, and I'm presenting Chiku Hardware. Thank you.
Chinoma Minoro MDC.
What is the MDC?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Innocent Kazombo, and I'm representing Zero Investment. Good evening, everyone. My name is Brave Nyirenda, representing Medima Consultancy. I am a medical imaging profession. I work in the health sector. And what we do is to make sure that most Malawians are accessing medical imaging services. At the moment, you know that medical imaging services are only provided in the bomas and cities, and most Malawians are not accessing medical imaging services in the rural sector. So our main purpose is to make sure that we work with organizations and individuals that aim at advancing medical imaging in Malawi.
I'm Owen Jaringa. I'm a farmer.
Alright, thank you. Guys, who has been in a fight growing up? No one? So you introduce yourself.
Madrid, I'm Lord. Okay, I'm Madrid, I'm Lota. I own a farm. It's called Somela Fruit Propagation Farm. It's in Winga, area 1B. Yeah, so what we do is we propagate fruit trees. Yeah, we raise, propagate them and sell them. So if you're in need of mangoes, citrus fruits, and all the other kind of fruits, we are here for you. Thank you.
I'm Elijah Gamanga. I work with Songs Alive Media.
Thank you. Back to fights. I asked if anyone has been in a fight before, and the reason is my all-time favorite heavyweight boxer, Mike Tyson, once said, everyone has a plan and you get punched in the face. That's why I asked if any one of you has ever been in a fight before. Because you have a plan, you think you're going to win the fight, and then once you get punched in the face, barara. So, today we're here as entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are people that get punched every day. Every day you face challenges. You'll agree with me, you guys are entrepreneurs. Every day you face challenges. For those, I consider them fights. I consider them punches in the face, and what do you do when you get punched? You get back up, fumbi, you get back on the road, see how you have to go. So our next speaker, our first speaker, is someone who has had so many punches for, I'm guessing over 18 years, but I shouldn't say a lot. Let's please welcome let's give our hands for Doreen Kayoyo, Director for Discom Communications. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening. It's supposed to be an exciting night. We are starting off in a very exciting mode. But before I start talking about the punches in the face, I just want to acknowledge our guest of honor tonight.
Mrs. Pear, thank you so much for being with us. I know you are coming from the Ministry of Agriculture, and it's normally very difficult, you know, when we invite people to come from the ministries to just grace such occasions, and we know that you are a very busy person, but we don't take it for granted that you are here with us tonight to grace the occasion. And I also want to thank the media houses that are here tonight. We are partners in development. And every time that we call for your support, you have never disappointed us. So for that, I also want to thank you. But also, thank you so much for our network members. I know that the network has just started, but it's a great achievement for the Founders Network Malawi that already we have registered more than 20 members. And for that, let's give ourselves a hand of applause. The Founders Network vision is very big, and I am so excited to be one of the members that have taken time to understand the concept. I know that the Executive Director for GDC is going to take us through what the Founders Network is all about. So I don't want to take much of my time to talk more about that, but all I want to say tonight is to encourage each and every one of us to understand and grasp this concept. We started off in Lilongwe, and we are here in Mzuzu, and our plan is to make sure that we move across all the districts in Malawi. I am a young entrepreneur who has gone through so many challenges in business, but I still have a very huge social capital. And GDC is one of the organizations that has helped us to grow. So I believe in networking. I believe that in order for us to succeed, we need to work together. As much as each and every one from the presentations that have been made tonight, you will see the diversity of businesses that have been represented in this room. And you would agree with me that each and every one of us has been gifted with special skills that, if well used, can help to foster the development of this nation. Development starts in a home. It moves to a community. And if communities are developing, then we will see our good Malawi develop as well. And development is a process. It is not something that can be done in a day. That is why David here started with the punches. So what he's trying to say is, if we want to see our country developed, we need to be resilient. We need to wait to move in stages, but you cannot manage to get to the top on your own. Every person who holds a vision will have the understanding of networking. Because even us as entrepreneurs, we cannot live long enough to learn all the mistakes that we have to learn. So for some of us who have been there in business for as long as 18 years, we have got the discipline, we have learned the discipline, we have seen our organizations start and grow, and at the same time, we have bared fruits. So we are saying that this concept is going to allow some of us to learn from who? From people who've been there before. So I am very excited that we have taken off, and I have partners who are always supporting us in all the activities that we are doing. So coming here as Discom Communications, I'm also representing international partners that we are working with hand in hand, who are always in support of our initiative. So this is the reason why when we got the invitation and when we heard about this program, we said we are going to move ahead and try to see if we can woo in some funds. So I believe this is the idea of the network. And I believe that when we have started, we will have more of these functions, and each and every one of us will take part in seeing this network grow. So from where I'm standing, I'm very, very proud of GTC for this initiative and taking a bold step in bringing all of us here tonight. So I just want each and every one of us to be very expectant. Let's catch the vision and let's work with it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doreen. All right, so this is Doreen. She's the founder and managing director of Discom Communications. And another round of applause because she's the one that funded. All right, we've been talking about networks and networking, and I bet it's been confusing so far because we haven't really said what it is and what everything is all about. And I guess now it's about time that we really understand whatever we're here for and what we're doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Daniel Nyenda.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. David, for the warm welcome. Again, my name is Daniel Nyirenda, and I am the Executive Director for Growth Development Consultancy. Before I go into the presentation and the little things that I have for you today, let me recognize the presence of the Deputy Director of Agriculture, who made herself available today to be part of the dream, to understand, but also to help us to push things forward. Also, I would also like to recognize the Executive Director for Discom Communications, who we have partnered in so many things, and in a very short period of time, we have been able to do quite a lot. And also in here, there are so many companies that have been represented. You are all welcome. Now, coming to the presentation that I have today. So, like I said, I'm the founder of the company Growth Development Consultancy. And so, under Growth Development Consultancy, there are a lot of things that we would like, and the things that we have been building. And that is what I'm going to simply share with you today. But maybe further, before I talk about all the other companies or all the other things that are building, you need also to understand what our vision is, what our mission, and possibly what our goal. The purpose, the goal of our business is to ensure that there's impact. You know, for so many times, we do work and we do activities. Like for me, I've worked a lot in the NGO world, and we have done a lot of implementation of activities. But the question that people always ask, where is the adoption? Where is the impact? What is the change that is there in people's life? Yeah, and us as an organization, we want that when we work with somebody, there should be a shift and a change and an impact. Like for example, I remember we have worked with Little Eagles for a very long time, and we're also very happy because you know such kind of companies, we've had impact together. Yeah, as much as we've worked with them, they also gave us something, and they propelled and they pushed us forward. Even I can even recognize Chico on the same. And coming to our mission is simple, that is to serve business clients, organizations, but also to empower youth so that they're in a position to experience positive growth in whatsoever that they do. And our mission is to be recognized in Malawi, but also internationally as one of the contributors to economic growth as a result of providing innovative economic empowerment services. Just a brief history about the company itself, Growth Development Consultancy. Growth Development Consultancy was conceptualized in 2015. In 2015, it was just a time where I had just graduated, and I was there staying with my mama, and you know, time was going, yeah? Time was going, and I didn't find anything. And my parents were advising me to make different kind of applications in different places so that I might be in a position to find a job. But that is not something that happened very quickly. And so I had to also think very quickly, see what is it that I can be in a position to do. And so during that very same period of time, I remember my mama, she took me to a certain event. She was like, there's a certain event, there is Henry Kachati coming. I think the things you're talking about, let's go. So when I went there, I was inspired, and the ideas built up. And so many ideas built up, and so the company also started taking shape. And so during the event, one thing that I don't forget that Kachaji mentioned about is that we need to have a time where we can sit down and think about an idea, what we can be able to do. Yeah, so there's some times when you can be in a position to do something even though you don't have money in your pocket. And at that time, I didn't have money in the pocket. And I also didn't have the courage to tell my parents to give me more money. So I had to start from where I was and to use whatever I had. And so when I looked around myself, I thought, wait a minute, I've done economics at college. Yeah, what is it that I can do with this? I had also worked some little internship, like with this consultant from Netherlands, Martin Boogart. And so we did some proposal development. Out of that, I thought, probably I can just start writing business plans. I can stay on my desk, write a business plan, make money. And the business started from where? From there. And then I just started thinking about it, how it can build into a bigger consultancy. And so that's how it built over time. And then as time went on, I started discovering what my skills are, what my talents are. And so I had also this opportunity to work with the LISAP as an intern. There, when I was learning and I was growing, I learned about M&D, and I liked the idea. I liked M&D. I thought I would do it. And so the consultancy also built up from business development to also monitoring and evaluation. And then beyond that, there are also other things that had built up, like for instance, I had an opportunity to start lecturing at Malawi College of Accountancy. And the interaction that I had with the students, I thought possibly there's something that I carry that I can give to these people that can propel them in their career. And so that is also another add-on in terms of the products and in terms of how the idea started. And so you can see from here, from the presentation, the idea started in 2015, but for us to find the first client, it was 2018. So all of this time, I was just walking around and telling people's ideas, yeah? And my mom was like, when are you going to stop talking about all of these things, yeah? I just wanted to make mention of that because some of you have ideas, you haven't implemented them. Keep on. One day it will be in a position to come out. And so we had our first client in 2018, and then in 2020 we were able to launch. I'm happy Discom is here. They funded for that launch. And during that launch, we did not only launch Growth Development Consultancy, we also launched the Founders Network. And today we stand at a place where we are looking to expand, not just as Growth Development Consultancy, but all of us. Yeah, because we believe that we should be in a position to grow together from one level to another. And so as a company, I've already mentioned about all of these things, yeah? So these are the services that we offer. The services that we offer: business development, marketing and branding, monitoring and evaluation, but also career development. And then beyond that, beyond the services that we offer, we also have subsidiary companies, and also we also have different kind of products which directly link to the services that we offer. So one of the subsidiary companies that we have is called Founders Network Malawi, which is the company that has brought us here together. So Founders Network Malawi, what is it all about? Founders Network Malawi is a community of founders who would like to help each other succeed. Yeah. So I have a talent, another person has a talent. If we are together like here, I believe we can be in a position to what? To help each other. Even as we are here, I've seen so many products. I know some of you, tomorrow you'll be wanting to buy the yogurt. Yeah? It is the support that we are having for each other. And so if you would like to become a member, what are the things that you can be in a position to benefit? Number one, you are going to grow your business network. You have heard before that net worth is, can you come again with our net worth is? Your network is your net worth. Yeah. So then the worth that you're going to have is dependent or is building on the network that you have, and that's one of the things that you can benefit as a member of the Founders Network. The other thing is that you're going to be in a position to receive mentorship, like the events that Doreen was talking about that we want to have in different places. Yeah, we are looking at an idea whereby different kind of people can come in, and then they can be in a position to share ideas. Yeah, share ideas so that other people can be in a position to grow. And so today we are sharing ideas. And so today I can see that the vision is taking place. Actually, after me I present, there are also going to be other presenters who are going to be presenting on different other kinds of aspects. And this is what we are talking about. And the other thing is that we also want to have access to investors and also to donors. Whenever an investor looks at people who are organized like this, it is much easier for them to come out and they go like, you guys, I think you're going somewhere. Yeah. And so what we are looking at is a possibility, a possibility whereby all of us, everybody, according to their need, they should have a certain funding. Like for example, like for me, for GTC, I know the funding that we want to have, yeah? For instance, I want 100 million, yeah? But then there's some here, they want 5 million, other 14 million, 50 million, yeah? So all of that together, if we can be organized, it's much easier for us to be in a position to have access to that kind of funding. And then the other important thing about the Founders Network, especially for today, is that we want to promote people that are into agribusiness, especially manure making. You know, if you look at the projections going forward, difficult times are coming, yeah? Many of us here are prophetic people, and we know all of these things, yeah? And so with all the difficulties that are going to be coming, we need to be prepared. And so you have seen the prices of fertilizer rising high. We also see how that it was difficult for us to be in a position to import fertilizers, yeah? But then within our land, we can be in a position to survive. And so that's what we want to do. We want different entrepreneurs to make manure, not just one bag or maybe 2 bags to put in their home garden or their backyard garden, but the manure that they can be able to sell to the whole nation. At a later stage, to be in a position to even export to other nations. So in a nutshell, that is about the Founders Network Malawi. And again, the other subsidiary under Growth Development Consultancy is Yambako. Yambako is an idea that wants to link investors to entrepreneurs. Many of us here, we want that investment money, yeah? And many of us, we ask ourselves questions. How can I get to an investor? Or how can an investor get to me? And so came the idea for Yambako. Yambako is just a platform for all of us, yeah? Whereby we can have that website, and then all of us, we can have our companies on that particular website. So that if a certain investor was to visit the website, yeah, they can be in a position to pick 1 or 2 according to their preference. That as for me, I am going to be funding this company. Like for example, if you can click maybe on Chiku. Yeah, so if the investor came here and then they were able to click on Chiku, yeah, then they would understand the concept behind Chiku, yeah. Like for example, here we have like our Facebook page, yeah. It's an idea, it's something that initially the investor didn't know that that was there, yeah. Can you go back and then maybe, can you just go back and then click on another one? Maybe if you can also click on Little Eagles, who are also here. Little Eagles is right here, or maybe right there. Yeah, go back to the Yambako, and then it is taking forever. But then I hope you get and you grasp the idea. Whenever we gather ourselves, and then you put your website on there, we'll be in a position to take that website and give them to a different kind of investors. And the investors, they will be able to pick out of one of the giant companies. Not only that, you will also understand that here in Malawi, there are people who have a lot of money, but they don't know what to do with that money, yeah? So if we can also go to those people, we can be in a position to convince them to invest in those different startups that we have and then grow thereby. So that is the simple idea about Yambako. And the good thing about all of this, Yambako and InfoReach, for you to be on the platform is only free of charge. Yeah, we will have another model that will be in a position to generate money out of everything that we are doing. Can you go back to the other? Yeah. So that is Yambako, and then the other subsidiary that we have also is called InfoReach Malawi. So what is InfoReach Malawi? InfoReach Malawi is a country dashboard that consolidates data in one place, yeah? So this speaks to the services that we offer, which are in monitoring and evaluation. One of the challenges that we have here in Malawi is access to data. Yeah, like for me, I've been implementing so many different projects, yeah? One of the challenges that we have is that whenever we want to go into a new area, it is not good for us to start implementing things which have already been implemented there. But then since we don't know, it becomes what? Very difficult. Yeah? But all this information is already there. Not only that, if you are going into a new area, you would want to understand what is happening there. What are the demographics and other issues about. But the problem is the information about that is very difficult to find. So we want to consolidate all data for all NGOs in Malawi at one place. so that when somebody comes to InfoReach, yeah, they know what is happening in Malawi in terms of NGOs. Not only NGOs, but also businesses. Businesses will have impact, yeah? Sometimes it's also good for us to be in a position to present the impact that what we have. Then the site, InfoReach, will be in a position to help us to do the same. Yeah, again, and then the other one is DashDat. DashDat is a simple product. It's a product that allows users to connect to a variety of data collection software. So this is a management information system. That's how simple it is. Yeah. Some of us, like for example, Covenant Kingdom of Organization, they have implemented different kind of projects. Yeah, and so they can use that thing so that they can be in a position to present whatever they have to the world. Yeah, in terms of the impact, not just the website, but in terms of the impact, in terms of what it is that they have done on the ground. Yeah, but also this is a tool for accountability, because for so long NGOs have been implementing, yeah, and then we don't hear what it is that they're really what they're really doing. And so if every organization can have this, it means if a project is being implemented in my home area and I am not there, I will just go there and I will check. Yeah, if things are not fine there, I'm gonna, hey guys, my grandmother is there. Yeah, what is happening there? So that's what DashDat is all about. But then I guess that is that. And then again, another subsidiary company for Growth Development Consultancy is Modus Operandi. Modus Operandi is something that I'm very happy for, and then very also proud, very happy for, because it is the first company that I ever started. Yeah, before everything was there, I started Modus Operandi. At the time that I was saying that I was looking for something to do. Yeah, one of the things that I thought was that possibly I can have bicycles, which can be in a position to make for me what? Money, yeah? And it started with one bicycle became 2, the 2 became up until 10, yeah? And I remember, as things were moving, yeah? Even my mama was like, what is happening? Yeah, this is very good. I think we should buy even more than bicycles. But then unfortunately the company just failed, simply because I was moving around in the field. And so I was not able to look what is it that is happening, yeah? But we want to revitalize that company. Why is it that we want to do that? Because we want to provide employment, because that can provide employment for people who do not have formal qualifications, yeah? As much as they study abroad there's what other people, they don't have that access, yeah? But then they have their hand, they have the leg, they can do something, yeah? So that's about Modus Operandi. And then again, another subsidiary company for Growth Development Consultancy is the Gwina. Now, Gwina, this company provides services in ensuring a good environment. You know the Bible, I remember one verse in the Bible talks about how that as a man thinks in his heart, that's the way they are. So there are triggers of thought. You know, as we are here, we have good thoughts because this place looks nice. Yeah. Actually, I heard somebody say, "Hey, this isn't so it is." Yeah. So that kind of thing, it triggers good thought, but it also propels you to grow. So Gwina is there to provide that kind of a platform, so that when people are in their home, they are comfortable. Yeah. They are feeling good. Yeah, and they're thinking about things that can develop their nation. If you look around in most places, you go around, you go like this. Hey, you know why? Because maybe somebody had gone there. So what kind of thought are you going to have like that? Yeah. So those are the kind of things that we want to be ensuring that we are trying to tackle. So that's about Gwina. And then finally, we also have another subsidiary company which we are calling GDC Growth Fund. GDC Growth Fund, we want to build reserves. Yeah, we want to build reserves. As we are making profits, we want to be building reserves, so that as they are growing, we can take those reserves and invest them into other what? Startups. That's as simple as it is. Oh my word, that was about Growth Development Consultancy, and also all the subsidiary companies that are operating under Growth Development Consultancy. And so as they have been in a position to present all these things, I believe you have been in a position to grasp one or two things, and those things that you can align yourself with, yeah? But then before I go to sit down, I just want to also take this opportunity to thank you people for being here. Not only that, I thank people here because everybody that is here, they have invested something. not in my life, not only in my life, but also in the business. Yeah, I've talked about how that the people that we have been working with, they gave us something. Yeah, maybe it was a little, but then it propelled us. Yeah, like for example, Little Eagles, we started working with them 2016, 2017. Yeah, the school was just starting. Yeah, and we've been growing together. Yeah, and I don't know, there are just too many people. I know there's Rero Investments, yeah? Rero Investment have just been there to connect us to businesses. Like, I never knew Little Eagles. It was the Little Investment that was like, there are these people, they need these services. Probably, maybe you should go and offer those services to them. So it has been a very difficult journey. Like for me, I just want to really say this, it has been a difficult journey, even for me, personally. And I really want to thank all of you. There is one more company that I never talked about. I think you skipped it. I'm just remembering. Can you go up? There. Did I talk about that? Yeah. The other subsidiary company of Growth Development Consultancy is called Same Companies. Now, Same Companies, as much as I am standing here to talk about it, it's an idea that was conceptualized with by David Nyirenda. You can possibly maybe stand up. Yeah, so he's the brain, the who came up with this. So, Same Companies is an idea that is trying to solve different problems in the society. Yeah, like for instance, you have seen how that ShopRite is going out, isn't it? Yeah, so we want to have a same shopping mall. Yeah, so the same shopping mall, even a ShopRite goes, do not worry, we'll be in a position to do this. And then there are so many other different things, yeah, like same houses, same car hire, same cleaners, all of those things. We can be in a position to do them together and to be in a position to grow this nation, to take it from one place to the other. Without taking much of your time, thank you so much. That is the thing that I have.
Thank you very much, Daniel. You said it was difficult. Those are the bunches I was talking about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that was clear, but I, for one, thought this and that sound similar. Did it? The Yambako and Founders Network. But then I wanted to give out a distinction between the two. So the distinction is, this is Founders Network Malawi. It's here, the people that are here, coming together, creating a network, creating a network that will help us in partnerships. That's like business development, we partner if we are like-minded and the like. And then there is Yambako. So Yambako is not only in Malawi. If you know a startup from Zambia and they want a platform, you can tell them to join Yambako. But this is for Malawians. So I wanted to make that clear. Thank you very much. So I also heard Daniel talking about agriculture and about manure. I'm not an agriculturalist. I would be lying if I start talking about manure, but then I'm going to ask someone who is an expert in this, and they're going to tell us more about manure, about farming, about everything. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Lumbani Sikinga.
All right, thank you very much. But Michael, Mr. Luis Manjolo, will start with the organization profile, and later on I'll come up with the component of manure. Thank you.
Good evening once again. My name is Luis Manjolo. I am Executive Director for Covenant Kingdom Agriculture Organization. Let me first of all recognize the presence of guest of honor. You're welcome. We don't take your presence for granted. Yes, we are Covenant Kingdom Agriculture Organization. And we started humbly. As you can see, our motto is feeding the future. feeding the future. We developed this motto for a reason, and we have several reasons to support why we came up with this motto. Yes, feeding the future, and you know what it means. We are mainly targeting the future. The future is always of great essence. So we developed this motto, feeding the future, with an eye of the future. Can you go ahead? All right. Our organization background. Let me briefly and quickly say something on how we started. As I said, we started humbly. We started as a farm way back around 2014. And by then, it was just an initiative. We never had any means of getting funds. So we used our own pockets. So we said, well, we can't just be stay. We have to do something. So we thought of venturing into agriculture. Though I never did agriculture in school, but it was just fortunate that I made a friend who did agriculture in school. I did science, he did agriculture. So it was a very good combination. You know, agriculture and science, they work together. Yeah, so by then we started growing crops like maize, groundnuts, soya, Irish potato, and bananas. These were the crops we started with. And on livestock, we said, well, let's do pigs, local chickens, and goats. So this is how we started. We started with these various crops and livestock. And we also went on considering bananas because we saw potential in bananas. So as a farm, we said, well, we can't leave bananas aside because bananas, as we speak today, they are of higher value and they bring a lot of money. So we said, well, let's include bananas, and we also have bananas in our stock. Okay, can you? All right. Our farming sites, we have 2 farming sites. That's where we are doing our farming activities. So we have Kasasile farm in Kadabe district. We also have Katope farm in Nzimba district. So at Kasasile farm, you find crops like bananas. You find crops like Irish. Just fortunate, we have brought some samples there. I think you have time to see. And we have also brought some samples of bananas. I think you also have to appreciate. And Katope, we also, in Nzimba, we grow various crops, and we also have livestock management there where you find pigs, you find goats, you also find log chickens, and fortunately, we did not bring them here, but let me assure you, if you try to contact us, you'll find this. As I said, we started as a farm, not an organization. So we said, well, we have done much about farming, and we really have to grow. But how can we grow? Now, the second thing is, there was a pressure. A lot of youths were coming, say, well, let's have a piece of work. Can you give us a piece of work? Can we do this for you? Can you do this, that? So they were really in need. And we said, well, I think we have to do something to at least help the youth. But how can we help the youth? So we said, well, I think this thing has stayed for so long without growing. Now let's make this thing grow. But how can we grow? That's when we thought of building or making it an organization. So we said, well, I think for this thing to reach out to many, because we have that passion, we have that interest of reaching out to so many youths, because youths are, I think you can bear me witness, they take a greater percentage of our population. So we said, well, I think the youth should never be left behind. The youth should highly be considered, and we said, okay, let's really help or improve their lives. And we should also focus on or those who are needy. You know, needy, we have so many people who are needy in our communities. So we said, well, let's focus on the needy and let's also focus on the youth. So this was in 2020 when we thought of upgrading our farm into an organization, and it is called the Covenant Kingdom Agriculture Organization. Having done that, we developed our vision, and our vision is to keep Malawi hunger-free and promote youth involvement in agriculture business through agri-business sector development. That's the model. So I've already mentioned that we are really trying to help the needy. We are really trying to help the youth. That's why we developed this vision. And our main objective is to provide a holistic transformation of young people and disadvantaged communities by offering training, empowerment, and exposure to life-changing innovations. Yes, as I have also mentioned that we have the youth. So we are trying to include the youth in our activities. We are training them in various aspects or areas. The youth are part of us, and we are indeed part of the youth. Our thematic areas, we are trying to move around on the following areas. On nutrition and food security, as you have heard from me earlier on, we are doing farming. We started as a farm, and we have been growing several crops. So we are mainly revolving around on nutrition and food security. We are also moving around on economic empowerment. We are also on climate change and the environmental management. You know, the climate change is of great instance nowadays because we can't speak of many things without mentioning the climate change. The rains, the way they are coming, they have changed as we compare with our old days. There are a lot of trees have been cut down. So we are trying to implement, and we are also trying to encourage the use and the entire world even to recognize the presence or the importance of maintaining the environment. So climate change and environmental management is indeed our aspect. Okay, what is it that we are doing, or what is it that we can offer as I'm speaking to you right now? Manure production. This is another area that we have put much interest on. I think you can bear me witness. Fertilizer prices have gone up. The prices are so exorbitant. So the only means that we think as Covenant Kingdom Organization we can help out is by encouraging the use of manure. Use of manure is one way we can go. Otherwise, a lot of Malawians cannot afford to buy fertilizers. So we are really producing manures, and I'll invite my friend to come in to explain on how we make this manure. So if you ask us about the manure, and if you ask us or if you want to buy manure, we also have them in stock. They are plenty. So my friend will come and explain how we make such manure. We also encourage on agroforest to small scale farmers, you know, planting trees. We are encouraging people to have small woodlots, be it in the community or at their own various or different houses. We are also encouraging on sanitation and climate change. We are also on distribution of livestock to the farmers. This one, we are doing what we call pass-on. Pass-on, we are trying to empower the youth. We give them goats so that after some time they'll be able to pass it on to their fellow youth, so on and so forth. It goes like that. And our impact areas, after thorough assessment and research, we are trying to bring our projects to Traditional Authority Jarabibua and Traditional Authority Campingo Swande. We did a thorough assessment, we did a thorough research, and we recognized or we identified the extent of the problems that these areas have. So we thought it wise that we should bring our projects into these traditional areas, that's Jaravikua and Campingo Swande. All right, so you may ask, how do we survive? Where do we find our monies? Well, as I said in the earlier on, we started humbly. We used the monies from our pockets. But when we became an organization, and to be more precise, a non-profit organization. So you can hear the word itself. We do not have businesses that help us generate more and more monies to help out our beneficiaries. As I'm speaking to you, we have almost 200 beneficiaries that are benefiting from us. But how do we manage them? We normally get our funds through donations. Some people are able to help us. We also get our funds through grants. We also get our funds through pledges. Some people, well wishers, they can simply come and say, well, I think I'm happy I can help you with this much. And we also help, or we get our help through philanthropists, those people who are rich, people who are, soft in their pockets, they can come and also help us. Partnership, yes, we are in partnership with GDC. We talk a lot, we do things together, and we are also in partnership with Thompson Concert. I think Thompson Concert is not here.
They're here.
They are here. Yeah, okay, fine. So we talk a lot and we do things together. Our logo, as you can see, so whenever you see this logo, think of Covenant Kingdom Agriculture Organization. That's our email. We are Covenant Kingdom Farm 01. As I said, we started as a farm. So we are Covenant Kingdom Farm01 at gmail.com, and that's our Facebook page. This is what we prepared for you. So you can play that one, the last one.
Is it video?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it's there.
This marks the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
All right, so that's Covenant Kingdom Organization. Thank you, Executive Director. I hope he has talked a lot about the organization, about our projects, and our approach. So I'll talk a lot on manure. We understand that Daniel talked of many organizations implementing different projects. But if you talk of sustainability, there's no sustainability for most of the projects. Basically, maybe because of the approach. So for us as Covenant Kingdom, we thought of using a different approach so that maybe there can be sustainability. So this different approach, we thought of working with already motivated farmers or youth, already motivated, that they are already doing the things that we are doing, or they're already in agricultural entrepreneurship. Then from there, we build capacity on different aspects of what they are doing. So we form different groups that come together, different clubs, and then we train them in different areas that on different areas concerning entrepreneurship, business, and then corrective marketing, so that at least they can improve financially. So,
we have just like a slight technical challenge.
yeah, so he has talked of the way fertilizer prices has gone up. We are all aware of that. So if our farmers were failing even to manage 20,000 to buy fertilizer before, what more now that it has gone up to 50, 60, 70, 5,000? It will be difficult for them to realize the yield that they are expecting. So to avoid that, we thought of maybe training our farmers, our project participants, with different types of manure. And I'll only talk of two types that are mostly common to our farmers, and that they are simple, and they use also simple resources that are manageable. So I'll be more practical, I'll be quick. First of all, I'll talk of course, there are different types of compost manure, but I'll talk of peat manure, right? I hope this will help us. If we talk of peat manure, there are different raw materials that are required. Okay? Yeah, so if we talk of manure, essentially decomposed, anything that is decomposed from plants or livestock, anything that can decompose. So it is important for farmers to know to know those things. The importance of manure for sustainable farming, different kinds of manure. They have to know the raw materials that are supposed to be used when making manure, and also they have to know the different types of manure that they are supposed to make. So, yeah, so we can go straight to the process of making peat manure. So this will be like our peat. It will be 1.5 by 1.5 meters, and then the depth should be 1 meter, right? Should go deep to 1 meter. That's where there are more microbial activities that help in decomposition of manure. So when you have done that 1 meter bit, we bring the manure that have already been decomposed. We put them here, and it should be about 3 to 5 centimeters. After that, we bring the raw materials. These are maize stovers, or from soya or granules, the maize, and then there are 20 to 50 centimeters the height, and then after that we add water. We saturate them with water, should be adequate enough, and then after that we bring again, we add again manure, 3 to 5 centimeters, the same height, and after that we also add water. Then we can add green materials like leaves from acacia trees, because they are also of high value. They help in decomposition of manure. That so that we have good quality manure, not just manure, but of good quality. So after that, we can also add virgin soil. Remember, when you are digging this pit, we separate topsoil and topsoil we put aside, and then we take virgin soil. So when we put there after virgin soil or anthill soil, that is a soil that has never been used before. So we add there. Then after that, you repeat the same process up until that whole pit has been filled. And then you close with soil about 8 centimeters, and then it should be conical so that when it is raining or water, it should not go inside the pit. So you can have these pits, 15 of these pits that can be applied on an acre. So for this manure to be ready, it takes about 2 to 3 months, and then it will be ready for applying in our food. And how are you going to know that they are ready? You get any dry stick after a week, and then you insert it, and you can feel it. If it is warm, then you know that that process of decomposition has started. Okay, so if it is if it's not warm, then maybe something was wrong in the process. So you have to also check that. But to make sure that you follow all the procedures, and then it will be perfect, and your manure will be of high standard. You realize high yield. Lastly, I will talk of Mbeya. The most common one. Everyone has heard of Mbeya fertilizer, Mbeya manure. So this is simple, and you are also encouraging farmers to adopt the same. So those are the things that are required when coming up with Mbeya manure. 10 kg of chemical fertilizer, say the NPK or urea. If you want to make fertilizer for basal dressing, it means you are going to use NPK. If you are going to make for top dressing, you use urea. So out of that 50 kg bag, you can make 5 bags that can be used to be applied to your garden. So you get 10 kg of chemical fertilizer, 10 kg of chicken litter droppings. Mostly the chicken droppings or pig dung, they are the ones that are mostly used for Mbeya manure. 10 kg of maize bran, 20 kg ash, and then 10 liters water. When you add them, then you mix, and then you put them in a 50 kg bag that has a plastic inside, and then you tie it, you put them on a shed, you wait for 21 days. After 21 days, then they are ready to be applied. And then you use a bottle top, or a teaspoon, or a bottle top, Fanta bottle top. You fill it to the top, and then you apply on the middle of your crops. That is when you are planting Sasakawa 1-1. Yeah, so those are the types of manure that we are mostly promoting as Covenant Kingdom, and also to the people that we are working with. Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Umbani. Tu. Not Manyinga Gakura. For those that didn't hear me, this is how the manure is made, and then we can apply in our farms and everything, and it can help us. And I love these conversations, agricultural conversations, especially when I'm hungry right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're still talking about agriculture. Our next presenters are from a firm called Thomson Consult. I bet you've been hearing about it today. So I won't even mention their names. They'll introduce themselves and let's see what they have to give us.
Good evening, everyone. Ujizi Tembo, I'm here representing AgroAcres.
I'm here representing DCL.
Alright, so I'll begin as stated. I'm Ujizi Tembo with AgroAcres. AgroAcres is a one-stop shop for all agro-entrepreneurs. We provide support services for farmers and as well as other enterprises in agriculture. Our vision is to actually be the go-to in breeding as well as my apologies. I haven't done this very much. I'm seeing a lot of faces here.
It's okay.
So I think I should begin by I'm the managing director of AgroAcres, and there's no better place to start with working with young farmers and young entrepreneurs than from us, the youth, ourselves. So our vision, as I started to begin with, is to be our go-to for our value addition as well as breeding for agricultural services in Malawi and globally. Our mission is to provide superior quality products that meet export quality as well as the needs of Malawians. We at AgroAcres do this fully organically. Our value chains are poultry, livestock, horticultural crops, food crops, and fish. So, our investment needs currently are a maize mill, which would greatly reduce costs when it comes to producing food for the livestock that I have at the farm, which include pigs, cows, and chickens. But also need for expansion purposes, I'd also directly need a cold room and transportation. See, we actually provide solutions for farmers, as well as coming from farm-based and as a firm. So financial service support, as well as management of workforces and connecting markets to products. I should hand over to my friend from Thomson Consult.
As I already said, I'm Memory, and I'm representing Thomson Consult Limited. Thomson Consult Limited is a consulting company that aims to assist in socio-economic empowerment of Malawi, as Malawi is at a step where socio-economic opportunities of youths and many people are at hand. So this company is trying to assist in empowering youth and everyone to promote social and economic development of Malawi. It tries to assist or help in achieving social and economic development through appropriate research. For example, you try to have achieving socio-economic in providing food, good food, so that people they know how to bring to farm products that will bring, they'll harvest more on a small piece of land. Like for example, there was a project that we went to conduct It was a project of different organization, but we went there to collect data on how it's efficient. And this project was mainly about conservation agriculture. In Chichewa, it's really one tag house. On a small piece of land, there were they use 16 by 39 centimeter, which is quarter acre. That quarter acre, if there are no disturbances like water logging in, you produce a lot of bags of maize from that small piece of land. So, Thomson Consortium is highly wanting to assist Malawi to improve in its social, economic, and as well as development of Malawi. This consultancy, its core values are impartiality. We offer services with fairness to everyone, to all projects, whoever, or to all our customers. And also our effectiveness, it tries to produce with effectiveness, to produce best quality intended results to its customers, as well as efficiency. It tries to produce, to give out the best results with the at least costly way. Yeah, so this is what we do. And we also provide monitoring and evaluation. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, whatever we're talking about today is not necessarily a new idea. I have seen a couple of people do this, and we have pioneers that have been doing such kind of stuff of bringing startups together and trying to promote them to develop Malawi and everything. We have companies like MHub, we have companies like Growth Accelerator, which is not from Malawi, but is still in the same space of trying to bring startups together and give them business development services so that they can go far. And us as GDC, we thought of this and thought we couldn't just get into the market and start saying this is what we're doing without even partnering with people like who have done it before and who've been in such kind of spaces, and so that we can learn from their experiences and everything and maybe partner up and build something which is even bigger. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce our next speaker, a young lady from Mzuzu eHub. Her name is Ms. Jaima. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. There's been a mention of hunger, and then people are also yawning, so I'll not take much of your time. But thank you very much for this opportunity to speak to my fellow entrepreneurs as well as people that are in the audience. First of all, I'm very glad that we have a psychosocial counselor therapist in the room, because entrepreneurship is a very lonely journey. Oftentimes, many people fail. They start and they fail. So it affects them mentally. But I'm very happy that you are also in the room to help such kind of entrepreneurs. I'll just speak a little bit of Mzuzu eHub. Mzuzu eHub is a social enterprise that is working with a lot of young people in the northern region. And we are not only restricted in the northern region, but we are also running various programs that happen online, which target the whole of Malawi. Mzuzu eHub is not just Mzuzu based on Mzuzu entrepreneurs only. We work with all the 6 districts in the northern region, and that's inclusive of Liboma as well as Jisumulo Islands. I've been to Jisumulo. I don't want to talk about the experience on the lake, but but you find that there are so many young people who have ideas, but then they don't know how to implement ideas. So when we are working with entrepreneurs, we work with them starting from idea stage, startups, growth stage, and then the services that we offer to them, we start with pre-incubation. So I think for entrepreneurs, when you talk about business incubation, you know what I mean. So we work with entrepreneurs from idea stage, giving them pre-incubation support, incubation support, as well as post-incubation support. I'm very glad that in this room we have 2 entrepreneurs that have undergone the business incubation program at Mzuzu EHAB. We have Dennis Chidoe, just so that we recognize his presence. Dennis Chidoe was in the incubation of 2019. And then we also have Matilda Mlota. She was in the business incubation, which we call Women in Biz. So for the programs that we run, we work with youths that are between the ages of 16 to 35, because we know that this is a very productive age. We're not saying that those that are in the 40s are not productive, no. But then looking at the age bracket that we work with, we are just trying to find entrepreneurs that have ideas, that have enterprises that maybe are failing. But then what is it that we can offer them as Mzuzu EHAB? So as Mzuzu EHAB, I am so glad to say that one of the things that has been mentioned here is networking. It's going to be a big loss if we get out of this room without connecting, without learning something. So we have impacted a lot of entrepreneurs in the northern region by offering them seed capital funding. So by seed capital funding, what I mean is we take entrepreneurs into our programs, we let them pitch their ideas to potential investors, and then they also pitch ideas to fellow entrepreneurs, and then they find money that can help them roll out their businesses or grow their businesses. So as in Mzuzu EHAB, we have also managed to take entrepreneurs that maybe just have ideas that have not been polished, and we have helped them polish their ideas. One thing that entrepreneurs need to understand is the need for them to have a salary on their businesses. You find that entrepreneurs can get money from their businesses, I see Daniel's laughing there. They can take money from their businesses and then use it for something else and say, no, I will replace this later on. So financial discipline is very important. So as we are taking these young people through the incubation programs, we make sure that we give them advice, or we mentor them on how they can use their finances, on how they can grow their businesses through advertising, how they can tell their story as a business. Because sometimes we fail to tell our stories as businesses because we think that maybe, but your business needs to tell a story, and someone needs to know that my business is this or it is that. So those are just some of the things that we have done with entrepreneurs on top of giving them seed capital funding. And another thing that we also do with entrepreneurs is the need for them to move together digitally. We are living in a very fast-paced technological world. If you're an entrepreneur and then you don't know how to use a computer, that is a challenge. If you're an entrepreneur and you don't know how to record your sales using Excel, that is a challenge. If you're an entrepreneur and you cannot do a simple Facebook post to sell your product or your services, that is a challenge. So as in Mzuzu EHAB, we offer basic digital skills to entrepreneurs so that they can also use these skills to be able to impact their businesses. An entrepreneur can be able to just design a poster on their own. They don't have to take money and pay somebody else to do a simple poster. So we are offering all these things just to make sure that we impact young people that are doing businesses. And on top of that, we give them support, which maybe they do not know where they can go and get such kind of support. So I'm very glad that today we are in here talking about possible networkings, possible partnerships, possible collaborations. And at the end of today's event, I do believe or hope that one or two entrepreneurs will be impacted. And if there is need for them to come to Mzuzu EHAB and get the kind of support that we offer, our door is always open. Advice sometimes is not free. You have to pay. But when you find somebody who can give you advice for free, that is a very, very important chance for you to utilize. So at Mzuzu eHub, we do not have you pay for the services that we offer. Everything is on the table for you. The support is there. If we can manage to connect you to possible investors or funders, we are there to do that for you. If we are able to advertise your products, we are able to do that for you. Just like Dennis and Matrida are here. They were in the incubation program, but now they are at a networking event, which at the end of the day, they may get possible partners, possible funders, you never know. So I just want to encourage every one of you to say that if we have young entrepreneurs and you need any incubation support or any sort of support in entrepreneurship, Zuzu eHub's doors are always open and will help you through your entrepreneurship journey. Thank you very much.
Shout out Mzuzu eHub. Actually, GDC's first offices were at Mzuzu eHub. Isn't that exciting? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, finally, I would like to welcome to the stage our guest of honor from the Ministry of Agriculture, Mrs. Mayor. I'm very sorry I forgot the name. This is not supposed to happen, but since I'm hungry, I guess you forgive me.
Once again, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Let me first of all also introduce myself further. I'm Elina Pewa. I'm the Deputy Director of Agriculture, Environment, and Natural Resources. This is under Mbera Council, but I'm based in Mzuzu. Nzimba is very unique. We have one DC, but we have two agricultural districts. So we have Nzimba South and we have Nzimba North. And I'm based in Nzimba North as a deputy director. And we have one director under the DC. Let me first of all recognize the presence of the Master of Ceremony. Sorry, I'll put off my glasses. I use them just to see far, but when I'm reading, I don't wear glasses. Let me recognize the presence of the Masters of Ceremony. Let me also recognize Madam Doreen Kayoyo, Executive Director from DISCOM Communications. Mr. Daniel Nyirenda, Founders Network, and other counterparts. Mr. Lumbani Spinga, from Covenant Kingdom Organization, dealing in manure making. Let me also recognize members from Thomson, Bozat Limited, and AgroAcres. Let me also recognize Madam Ines Jaima from Zuzu eHub and Community Impact. All entrepreneurs present, all media houses present, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, on behalf of my director, who was called to preside over this function, let me thank the organizers of this function for welcoming me.
as well as inviting me to preside over this function. It is an honor to be called and preside over a function. Let me thank you greatly. This is a very important function to all members, not only you, but also to our smallholder farmers. Depending on what we have, I have heard you presenting here. It is also very important for our smallholder farmers in the communities. When I reflect at the purpose of the function, the networking hinges on one thing, that is to provide a solution for increased prices of fertilizer by promoting members' companies who are in agribusiness to provide alternatives so that high yields are maintained at an affordable cost by our smallholder farmers. I see this network to be a solution to one of the problems in terms of how they can access inputs at a reasonable price. We can see that prices of fertilizer on the market have really gone very high compared to the past years. So this networking, I see it as very important because it will at least respond to some of the challenges that the farmers face. Since this event has been organized with the main purpose of providing a platform for networking and launching its products, I see the function coming in at the right time when farmers are looking for alternatives to supplement the little fertilizers that they can afford for improved productivity. Out there, we have exhibits, as we have seen, within the networking, indicating that members have already started doing something to respond to the farmers' needs in terms of the alternatives of fertilizer, which can be, which can as well improve their soil structure at the same time increasing agriculture productivity. This alternative also is in line with the Malawian agenda, that is Malawi 2063 development agenda, which is also an enabler for farmers to be food secure. And also it encourages our farmers to make sure that they consider agriculture as a business, not just a source where they can find food. Let me urge all interveners to continue exploring and coming up with innovative ideas of solving issues of food insecurity, as I already stated. It is my wish and also the wish of Mbeerwa Council that this launch will give a chance to all the registered members to work tirelessly and upscale their products so that they reach out to the farmers in all the EPAs. When I say in all EPAs, I mean extension planning areas, as agriculture from the district, we go down to extension planning areas, where we have the coordinators of agriculture, and then we have the officers down there at ground level. When one may ask, can entrepreneurs work with farmers to produce more manure? Of course, yes. The way to go, I'll have to shed more light. Firstly, as entrepreneurs in making manure and whatsoever, you have to, first of all, follow the protocols of the district. So the protocol is that you have to work with the agriculture office before you interact with the farmers. We hold dialogue meetings. These dialogue meetings are organized by agriculture at the district level, where you can present your paper or what you are doing to all the stakeholders that serves the farmers in the district. When you do that, you will be cleared so that you work in Nzimba North or else in Nzimba South under Mbera Council. After this dialogue meeting, it's when you have to present yourself, your paper, to the CAS for now. Then they also approve you, your program or the project, and then you are recognized as one of the stakeholders that are working with farmers. Your project is put on the map. The same when you present to the district, the DIE. We have also a number of stakeholders that we work with that also are assisting farmers in several areas to make sure that they are food secure. That network also assists you to make sure that you work at par with them. The other thing is that, as already said, that we have extension workers in the field. When you go to the field, make sure that you coordinate with the extension workers. The AEDICs, the AEDOS, you work with them, coordinate with them. This will assist for the sustainability of your projects. If you don't do that, definitely, after your project is gone, there's no sustainability because there's nobody to continue where you stopped. The extension workers will be able to continue because they are always there. While the stakeholders, they go in the field for just a period of time, and then when their period elapses, they go out. So there's much need for stakeholders to work in collaboration with government agriculture officers. As entrepreneurs in selling and in making manure, one has also to work hard, to work hand in hand with the research. There's a mission of making of manure and whatsoever, and you have also other activities that you do. They need to be approved. So apart from working with us as agriculture on the ground, you have also to coordinate with the research so that your technologies are certified. In such a way, it means the government will also recognize that you exist in that area. Please don't make any mistake of overlooking the protocols. The protocols are very important for you to be part of the district as you are working. We have, I have seen the exhibits that you have put here. All these, they are towards the development of the youth, development of each one of us, and also all members that are involved. These will also help our farmers to make sure that they don't depend only on agriculture, but also they can at least do other things that can enable them to make sure that they get more money and profits, so that they can be able to buy the fertilizers that the prices have gone very high. Without wasting much of your time, let me thank all the people who are around, all of you who are listening to me, for making this function very colorful. Let me also thank the organizers of this function, more especially DISCOM, for committing to make sure that they grow more crops and also they harvest more. Lastly, let me wish each one of you a very good night, and at this juncture, I declare the network launch open in Nzuzu chapter. Thank you very much for your listening.
Thank you very much. What a wonderfully exquisite, marvelous, magnificent. I don't know. Still trying to be forgiven for. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming here today. I'll ask for one more thing before we go and do our main thing for today. What's our main thing? Our main thing is to network, of course. We've come here to network, and we have to mingle, know each other, and food, of course. And we have to eat. I'm hungry. But then, one last thing, I'd like to ask every one of us to come forward so that we take a group photo. Thank you. Bon appetit, I have to say that in advance.
Kaibe ndiye na mibando ba. All right, that's done.
Alright guys, let's mingle, let's talk to each other, but then one of us has to say a word of prayer so that we can eat.
Right, so let's just get seated and let's pray. And as Sunday goes in prayer and we also need to pray for the group. So let us pray. Father, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, we thank